What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and assorted members of the jury. Spawning on the left side of the map in the red color. Playing as ISIS. His name is Grass and Groom. Or Grass the Kid. Or just Grass at this moment. Soon we're going to call him Grass. So it's Grass. And it's going to be Grass. Or Grass. And then we're going to go into Gra. And as soon as it's going to be Gr. And then it's just going to be a G. And then after that, it's just going to be an underscore. And we're just going to be like, who are you? I'm going to just call you underscore. There you go. That's the next Smurf. Just underscores. Next time you see an underscore in the top 20, in the top 1 actually, because that's where we'll go for it. You know it's me. I'll be there. I'll be in that top 1 spot. Alrighty. Grass. He's opponent today in the blue color playing as Loki. His name is the Rapple. Game number 2. First game going to Grass. We'll see if Rapple can bounce back here in game number 2. He's got a pretty nasty Loki after all is said and done, but ISIS versus Loki is not the easiest of matchups for Loki. I'd say it's relatively equal. On a scale of 1 to equal, it's relatively equal. In that, Loki's got some challenges to deal with the Egyptian Axeman, to deal with Answer's Eclipse, to deal with all assortments of shenanigans that ISIS can throw at him. But Loki has got answers for pretty much everything. Axeman, obviously, you can make Raiding Cavalry, you can make Fire Giant, you can make Troll, you can make Frost Giant, you can make Battle Ball. Lots of different options where that's concerned. Ancestors Eclipse, you can use yourself Herser, and Nubites, you can use yourself Herser. So you do have answers for everything, but whether or not you win or lose generally is determined by how well you can execute in the moment. Also the same too there for Grass, as if he executes well, he can find a nice win. That's why I like this matchup. I think it's good. I think it's like you're really putting the game like on the shoulders of the players more so on the shoulders of the gods, so to speak. And I think that's something that's worthwhile talking about. And I have had a lot of positive feedback about this tournament. I know there's been some games which maybe a little bit hit or miss, but in general, this tournament has produced some incredibly high quality gameplay. And I think a lot of that is because we have somewhat of a closeness between the gods, the matchups that we're seeing here, rather than going into a tournament on pre-selected maps like we do say for Champions League or even for Pandora's Box, right? Where it was more so about the counter-picking game and finding the advantage there than it was so about a player's ability to outplay. Now, obviously, the players who ended up winning were the players that played the best, as always, but it did kind of send me to think a little bit about things like, is a game balanced if like this god wins on this map, but the other god wins on a different map? Is that balanced? And maybe we should be working towards fixing that sort of an imbalance in Age of Mythology to some degree. Like, is it okay because maybe Greek struggles on in a certain scenario against X god that the Greek gets a free win on Mediterranean against that god? I mean, is that fair? You get the percentage equality. So if you look at the stats, the raw stats, yeah, maybe, but we'll see how the game goes. Mr. in the chat says the map looks cool. So at least we've got some approval here. Moving forward is Rapple harassing the priest back on this location. We do have the head of Orpheus on the map here. +8 building line of sight. Decent relic there to be picking up at some point. Is there another relic that's being grabbed? Doesn't look like that's the case. Let's take a quick look here. Down in the Oh, there's lots of relics on the map. We got the Osberg wagon there with the brutal trade route efficiency, the Tail of Cerberus there with the faster myth unit specials, and the Ring of Nibelung there with the increased or the gold favor gather rate there. As Skraling pulling back into this corner over here. Bast is on the way here for Grass, so he is going for what kind of looks to me like a fast heroic. It seems as Rapple searching around over here. Wait, he's going for a town center? Wait, what is he going for? He's taking all the villagers off of gold, sending all the villagers up onto this food line. And unfortunately for Rapple, he's on the wrong side of the map there with his units. Searching around, he does find the Oseberg wagon, so he's definitely got to pick that one up. Does pick that one up. He's going to be happy to take that away from Grass in the late game. If Grass spotted that late game, it would be very, very upsetting for him. But Grass does find this Ford town center. He's going to be grabbing that one. Lots of villagers on this food over here, but there's not a whole lot of food on this side of the map. 2 Aurochs, that's about it. Villagers moving forward to grab this hunt. Now, unfortunately for Rapple, he doesn't spot the town center, but I don't think he'd be able to deny this town center nonetheless here, even if he was on this side. 3 Hersa, so many villages, 9 villages here. Town center is basically going up. For those of you trying to work out this kind of efficiency thing with how many villages you want in a town center for an Egyptian, it's maybe a little bit different for the other gods. But the difference in resources lost for villager gather time honestly isn't that much. So if you're worried about your town center getting denied by something, just send 10 villagers in your pharaoh there. Just do it. You've got nothing to like. You're not losing that much, and you're basically guaranteeing yourself not losing the game by doing that. It's a really, really smart way to play. As we do see Grass getting sent back home. Hall of Fame's coming through for Rapple in this game. I do think that Gold Starve, I do like the elk kills here from Rapple, but going for a Gold Starve on this sort of a map, 1 town center semi-fast heroic, maybe 1 town center fast mythic here, those sort of strategies might be a little bit too on the loose side of things as the Sphinx coming through. Hersa going to be coming over here to push this one away. Villagers should be all right here to just take a step away from the resource here, jump into the tower if need be, no problems. Rapple not quite paying attention as he's putting some pressure over here. Hersa staying alive there. Villager 1 HP going to make a dive for the tower. Doesn't quite make it there as Grass's Sphinx gets a villager kill. But the Sphinx falls and a troll spawn there to boot. As we see the prosperity coming through here for Grass. It looks like he's probably going to actually need to farm here. This is a lot of villagers on gold. Does he have he doesn't even have pickaxe. Sorry, just a little bit of sickness there. Watching IS's class prosperity without pickaxe is like, it's like watching it's like for those people who don't like blood, you know, it's bad. It's like fainting kind of stuff, you know. But we do see Rapple now coming through. The best way, he's got to attack this wall. If he attacks this wall, he can break the entirety of this wall down. If he's got to attack this wall segment as well. Wait, does he know? He doesn't know. Little tricks for the trade. If you attack the wall segment and there's a wall attached to the wall segment that's really low HP, you get a lot of damage done. But Rapple getting some value here. 1 villager down, 2 villager down. Villagers have to retreat off of this town center there. Oh, sorry, off of this gold mine into the town center. A lot of gold in the bank. Plow coming through for Grass. He's going to have to farm. Armory coming up. No kind of thought of mass units just yet for Grass, but I do think he needs to consider it at this moment. Some serious town center blockage happening here with 0% villages in both town centers. Nothing coming out of the barracks here. Rapple here still pumping units at the moment. Town center coming up as well. He's got Hunt down the bottom of the map. He could also steal some Aurochs away from Grass down there as well. If he so chooses, might be a little bit risky, but he could do so. Decent amounts of food remaining. Rapple at this point, I love this from Rapple, sending the cows over to the wood line, so no walking time there. Going to dump the wood off, jump onto that cow, and I believe here in this moment, Rapple's plan is, he's not even going for the town center, just going for the armory. I don't mind the town center and then heroic age, or heroic age and then town center in this position if you're not going to spam units, just making villagers or dwarves out of those town centers and then heroic age. The timing isn't going to matter that much. In fact, it's probably better to get the town center in some ways here, as much as I hate to say it. But villager getting sniped. Nope. Yep, does get sniped as the tower over here going to get opened up. A lot of favor coming through here for Rapple to build into battle boards and the like, as the village is very, very idle here. Rapple is seeing his opportunity to pounce. Grass is not going to be ready for this. Farm's super slow. Some sort of a mythic age coming through or heroic age coming through for Rapple with a big flaming weapons timing attack. Going to be super hard to defend. We'll see if Grass can get that economy going. Lots of farms on this position. Beautiful farms here, by the way, as he's surrounding that town. And on this one here as well, pretty good as well. as this position getting knocked down does mean that this opens Rapple up to being able to move between these two positions to get gold staves going even better. As Bragi on the way, Longhouse coming down. Question is, do we see Rapple going for the Mythic Age behind this? Or is he just going to stay in the classical ages? He's finding a whole bunch of villagers moving through, getting a lot of villager idle time and potentially villager kills. INR popping it. Is he getting an attack off? No attack off, as a couple more villagers will end up falling. Honestly, he could probably go after that main town center here if he really wants to, but instead just going after the villagers, which I don't mind in the slightest. Handful of units going to come back over here. Does Rapple want to take this fight? I mean, he doesn't have to. He's got flaming weapons coming in. He's got Bragi coming through as well, but it does look like Grass says got to retreat there. Doesn't want to take that fight just yet. But only 1 or 2 barracks up here, not making the unit spam all too well for Grass. He does have a villager advantage at the moment as a Longhouse coming up. No market just yet anywhere here. Rapple here moving his dwarves onto this position here to get that gold coming. It's not completely safe, but Grass is fully on the defense at this moment. He can't leave his base. He's going to lose everything here. He might be able to send out like a spearman or two to cause some problems. Maybe try and snipe a ox cart or something. As the barracks going to get taken down. We do see Rapple retreating back ever so slightly. I mean, how do you get in here is the big question. Does he just go straight in and take the fight? Lots and lots of action, but I love the trolls. These were spawned trolls, but training trolls isn't a bad idea either against the army of Grass. As flaming weapons gets dropped, battle balls taking down the towns in a Rapple has surrounded this position. The priests, though, are over here. You definitely want to be sniping those priests down as the hearse are getting pulled off here. Battle Ball is trying to take the town center down as best as they can. Villagers coming in onto this fight here. Rapple taking this one as best as he can. How many myth unit spawns is he going to be getting? The Axemen are doing a great job defending as the trolls here still targeting down that town center instead of trying to target down Axemen as the hearse are getting some good damage done. Rapple with 100 favor in the bank here at the moment as the town center here will end up surviving, but the Arnie are still in, still plenty of units. Grass dropping down to 50 population here as more raiding cavalry coming through to take those units out. Can Grass hold this town center after all is said and done? Mercenary trying to pop out here, but it looks like the town center will fall. Villagers on this position are going to fall very, very shortly after this, and Rapple is in a fantastic position after all is said and done. Villagers still trying to repair this one up. Priest getting sniped down as they're trying to get damage done. Pharaoh here with 31 HP can get taken down very, very simply here by the hearse of raiding cavalry. Snipes that one down. Down to 231 HP remaining. Remember, Rapple's still building favor pool. Even though he's on 100 favor here, not spending that, he's still building favor pool for his hearse to get himself mid-unit spawns. So while this fight is still underneath the Townsend, he's still getting resources for it. And in that moment here, Grass does decide to tap out as Rapple finds the win here, leveling the series 1-1. Solid execution here from Rapple. This is as standard as it gets in terms of a heroic age timing push. Executed brilliantly, hits the Townsend. It doesn't panic with the garrison micro, just does the right thing, cleans this one up, punishes Grass for how greedy he was. I don't think you can go for a second town center if you don't have Hunt on it. You can't go for that against Norse. You need Hunt on the town center, and you need to be, even if you've got Hunt on the town center, it's tough to make these sorts of defenses work. As ISIS, you need Hunt there. I think that Grass could have gone for a classical fight here into 2 town centers as an option, but one town, like a 2 town center fast farm strategy here, it's just not going to cut it as Rapple makes him pay after all is said and done. 1-1. Good bounce back game here for Rapple. Good for the mental. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next game.